How we doing? Previously on Kimba TV. Well, there's only two trades. Sweep, short. Whichever one comes first. Bugatti! Yeah. I TP'd a little bit. Y'all see it? These are all valid levels. That's why we were joking around and be like, dude, should we just make it like, should we just do this? I'm telling y'all, man, I could like go into cryostasis, be asleep for like 6,000 years. I could just look at the charts and just start juicing again. Y'all know what I mean? Let's crank it up. Let's crank it up. Hey. Bearlex says, Kimba, I know you're in a short. Of course I am. What do you mean? I showed my limits. Ha. Can we close the long? I mean, I Pico TP'd the long. You know, I maximized. And come on, man. And you know what sucks is I had I'm also in for 500 on Kraken, pretty much same entry, actually tiny bit better on the Kraken. And I wanted, if you guys remember when I showed the limits, I had the big 100 on the sweep. So if it had swept, I would be in for the full 250, right? So I don't know why I didn't sweep, but yeah, there you go. Talked about it, planned about it, we good. We talked about how this was my first attempt, that'll be my second attempt. Right? We said, fuck it, dude. If you really just want to get play, just do that, right? Bugatti. All right, can we close? I'm going to close the long. Is that cool? I'm closing it. Okay. All right, pretty cool. 30 on the baby. 30 on the baby long. Could have been a lot better. All right, everybody Gucci. So let's just see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if bulls can even get above that. Never give up says, Kimba, I wait for sweep. Okay, yeah, but we talked about why you don't want to be greedy like that. So it's all good. Left at the train station. Okay, well, I don't know what you were watching, but there was like a period of like 3 hours where I was struggling with, okay, well, the 0.5 is legit, and theoretically, all the way to 786 is legit. And remember, we said, fuck it. If you really want to play and make sure you want to get filled, just do a big-ass box. We talked about it for quite a while. You know? So you had an opportunity to really think long and hard about your probabilities. If you were waiting for a sweep, you were going hyper greedy, and you had to realize that and be okay with it. You can't be making Kimba sad faces now, because that's the bed that you made. So nothing wrong with that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, in like 12 hours tomorrow, there's gonna be another trade. So it's all good. Okay, but no one really should be asking about TP and whatnot, because we already know what the TP is, right? We already talked about it yesterday. So that should also help people that are looking for longs. I don't know if I would really long until down here. We talked about that box. Okay? Yeah, I mean, if you want to long, you're more than welcome to long. You're just going to take me down there because you're going to get stopped out. So just like make sure you put your stop loss at break even or something, right? But the math is the math. The best long would be when it sweeps that level. And like I said, my first TP will be there. It'll be significant, maybe like 30%, 25%. But I'm going to just swing for a home run for like a 25-8 rotation. But we talked about it. Quit playing with me. Anyways, we got all day, y'all. We got all day, okay? Macaulay, I think, is going to have a little bit of diarrhea, too, which means that there might be a little bit of punishment for late shorters. I don't know, okay? But we already planned and talked about it. The levels are the levels, so rooting for all of y'all. But here's the thing. I'm not killing it. All I'm doing, honestly, guys, all I'm doing is just telling y'all the higher probability thing. And y'all think like I'm like some genius. All I'm doing is telling you the high probability move. And since it's the high probability move, it's happening. Sometimes it doesn't happen. It's all good. But it's not like I'm really doing anything that special. So it's kind of goofy when y'all give me so much credit. All I'm doing is telling you what we've seen in the past many, many times and reminding you what the high probability move is based off of open interest, CVD, all that shit. So anyways, you know what it is. I just love being able to see this with y'all. And I know y'all like, you guys love and are passionate about this shit as much as I am, you know? And it doesn't matter if you agree with me or not. I know that you really are trying to juice on this thing called trading. So let's do it, baby. What is the probability to voice it 28K? Like 5%, 2%. Bugatti. Let's let us up. Let's let us up. Everybody make sure you get caught up on the YouTube highlight. I don't know what you're doing. Like at least not knowing the plan. But anyways, let's get nasty, y'all. Let me go let us up real quick. I still think, yeah, I mean, it's the same as Bitcoin, right? Like we're expecting like a sweep of the low, right? So I'm sure like if you're scalping, I would probably defer to you, you know, like this daily shit's gonna get broken. You know, might even do like a bearish retest. So I think that 1368 sweep is still possible, the one that we've been talking about. Yeah, and then obviously the ETH BTC, right? Like we need this fucker to break out of this. Once we break out of this and we actually do like a bearish or a bullish retest off of it and start to make higher highs, that's also your go sign too. So on the higher time frame stuff, nothing's really changed since we talked about it, Crispy. You know I'm trying to get that you know, nice swing. So I still need ETH BTC to help me out here look better. And that 1368 sweep is really interesting. And I'm still like, I still think ETH at some point could like break 1,000. I don't want to like be a buzzkill. So I don't know. These are really interesting sweep levels though, you know? Blue Gamma. Yeah, and it's got to correspond with this movement. So I'm kind of keeping it dead ass simple like that, Crispy. It's probably not that useful for somebody that's scalping like you. But best believe when these two things look good, I'll go you know, McNasty on ETH as well. Since that's what I'm eyeing. Okay. Just getting pretty spot on with Crispy's thinking though for the long term play. Nice, Crispy. I see you, my boy. Dick Banks says, so you think the probability of a bounce at 27150 sweep area is less valid now? No. But look, Dick, like that, I don't know, Dick Banks. But remember, Dick, brother, I said I said it's either this long or it's this short. So that hasn't changed. Could it bounce from 27150, give you like a $200 bounce before it shits itself? Absolutely. So that smaller shit, I don't really know the smaller time frame stuff. Roger that. But you guys remember yesterday morning, we started off by saying it's either this long or this short. And then we went in and nerded out on, okay, you know, do I really want to do it like this or should I do it like this? Right? Some of y'all wanted to do it like this. We nerded out about all the different things. I talked about how I'm going to treat this as my first attempt. I'll get stopped out if I'm wrong, and then I'll attempt this one separately. Right? We went through all of those permutations and combinations, y'all. Itafel says, what are your thoughts on adding at the Golden Pocket 276? It would depend on the reaction at the single print. Itafel. So if it bounces from the single print, okay, and you're starting to rise to that level, I'm going to be watching open interest and open interest delta to see if anybody is getting squeezed or if anybody is getting trapped. I would prefer some people to be getting trapped, right? So it's way too early to just blindly commit to like a random golden pocket Fibonacci level, brother. I need to see the reaction at the single print first. And then we're going to see, then that bottom will dictate where the golden pocket is, brother. That golden pocket better have at least 2 confluences with a TPO or a volume or a VWAP or something to give it you confluence. Okay? And if the price range is more than $800, I think you would really want to seriously think about the 0.5. Something like that, it felt. But yeah, I think you would still want to watch and give yourself the best chance. So hopefully that helps. I really hope, Itafel, that we get to see the single print reaction live together. Because then I can tell, we can look at the open interest and the open interest delta together, and we can all see if there's like hella aggressive bottom shorts getting trapped down there. If you know, aggressive longs are still piling in, and we'll know. We'll know. So I would love to see it live with y'all together. I'm watching the S&P option flow right now. And so, like I said, there's interesting flow coming in, and people are betting that it's going to close above 4250 by end of day. So, joking but not joking, but I said I hope it's coming from Robinhood because I hope it's all retail and they get wrecked. But if you're watching the option flow on the YouTube, you're going to notice it too. BitHappy says, if we grab 26990, I don't know if it's that bullish, but I think that's exactly what the sentiment they're trying to create is it not? Hence why we will be looking for bottom shorters to start coming in, BitHappy. Yeah, so at the end of the day, yeah, look, BitHappy, we already talked about this yesterday, and I know that I'm repeating this to you because you were here yesterday. I'm gonna TP a little bit, okay, at the single print. Right? But I'm gonna let a lot of it run for the home run, which would be breaking the 25. You know what I mean? So I have like, I have 500 on Kraken. I'm gonna swing a home run on that thing, and then I'll probably shave like 25 or 50 at the single print on MEXC. I might even hedge long, like a 50 Bitcoin long position from that single print, you know, and just continually drag my stop loss and profit because it's a win-win scenario. I can secure a bounce profit, tiny bit, and I'm also helping it accelerate getting dumped because I'm going to get a market stop. But yeah, I think first things first, let's just be patient and wait for the single print. I hope it comes today, but it could be tomorrow. Pablo says, we moving. Hustler says, where is the single print? It's at 26990. Tofu says, you prepared your trade for the flight. The only thing here, full transparency, the only thing that I have is my TP at the single print. Because look, I'm going to cancel all of this. So all I have is the one, and then the stop loss. That's it. Okay. So that's it. I don't know. I'm going to just have to watch it and do my best on the flight too. Varun says, but wanted to know what is this which you are seeing a single print? How do I understand when I see it? Okay, so everybody that's asking about single prints, we've nerded out a little bit, but it's okay. It's TPOs, all right? So you can either trigger the TPO indicator and trading light, or the tool that you want to use is called ATAS, ATAS. For crypto, it's free, okay? But type in TPO, type in footprint, and type in single print. Those are the keywords that you can type into Google or YouTube and nerd out. Okay, we started talking about single prints about 3-4 months ago. So you got a little bit of catching up to do, but it's basically just another data point to consider where it might turn around. Okay, and to be specific, we use it to guide us to not get stopped out there. You don't want to be the guy that gets stopped out at the single print. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday, y'all. Any questions before I dip? I think you guys are all set, right? And remember, like, don't put too much weight into what I'm saying because a lot of things can change. Trust what you see. Do your best. Don't get emotional and be objective. Don't be afraid of being wrong. But I'm excited to see how you guys end up juicing. We might start the stream tomorrow with like some of you guys in a crazy juicy long from the single print. Right? I still might have the short. We might just be crabbing. I got in late. Did you get Haru Mama Ramen last night? I did not, brother. I'm flying to New York. So I got to leave at market close. So I'll probably have ramen either later tonight or tomorrow night. Nixo says, checking my crystal ball. Kimba Pico bottom closes short and then... I see you, Nixo. Well, we'll see. And here's the cool thing, all jokes aside, Nixo. If it's a swing failure pattern, there's a good chance that I'm in it, you know, even if it's a small little hedge, right? But I'm, you know, like we talked about yesterday, I would like to probably keep this for a full rotation through 26. So I'm not going to touch my Kraken unless my stop loss gets hit. But I'll start to shave the MEXC one little by little. Yeah, so I'll shave a little bit at the single print. I'm really, really excited to see if there's any like volatility. Well, I'm not excited. I'm like anxious, but I really hope they don't do some weird bullshit while I'm on my flight, man, because it's a fucking 6-hour flight. But I'm really excited to see like where we are tomorrow and how we start up the stream tomorrow. Azaz says, which TPO time frame is better? So just like all things, you want to go through most of them 15, 30. I mean, 30 and 1 hour is usually the default best, quote unquote, okay? But I love my daily and weekly single prints. Those are so fucking juicy, all right? So just like anything, I think the higher time frames are a little bit more reliable, right? But just like with anything else, it's really the confluence. Right? So same with volume point of control or like a bull div. If you have a 5-minute bull div, but if you have a 5-minute bull div, which is also a 15-minute bull div, which is also a 1 hour bull div, which is also a 4 hour bull div, then that seems to be a little bit better than just having it in the 5-minute time frame, right? Most of the time, the single prints really aren't going to change too much. Aside from the time frame, I also want you to nerd out a little bit and have variance between different tick sizes, okay? Kimba's Den is really more for the weekend or if some crazy shit that we didn't plan happened. You know, but if I were to post in there, you know what I would post, Rodriguez? There's a single print down at 26988. I'll play a swing failure pattern. Okay? And then I would also say there's a value area low and a value area high range above us. Some of them confluence with golden pockets. Probability wise, you really don't want to go above a 0.5 retrace. Okay, and that would really be about it. Worst case scenario, Rodriguez, if this just has a giant green dildo and I get stopped out in profit, I'm gonna stop it out behind 27.8. Okay, so I'm gonna bear worst case scenario. Okay, if I wake up and there's zombies outside, there's a nuclear war going on, and I got stopped out, I also made 30K. Okay, worst case scenario, I get 30K. All right, and then I'll reassess and I'll figure out what the fuck is going on. Here's the thing, if you can read what the fuck is going on, you're not gonna be so emotionally tied to a position because you know you didn't get it out of luck. When you know deep down inside you got lucky or you just randomly followed somebody or you don't really know what you're doing, you're going to be panicking every time it goes up and down. You know, because you're really you are reliant on that profit more than somebody that can do this shit over and over and over, right? So I'll put my stop loss in profit. All right? I have my limit set to shave a little bit at the single print. And I have an alert, so if that single print happens, I can try to see if I can take a long there as well. I'm going to hedge it. I'm not going to close the short. Okay, Rodriguez. So I already said all this earlier, so you'll be able to catch all this in the highlights, right? But if I was gonna post in Kimba's Den, that's what I would post, and it's exactly what we've been talking about all day. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. The math is the math. The levels are the levels. All right. Hey, you guys are fucking amazing. Stick together, work together, help each other out. Do your best. Not about being right or wrong. Let's just keep improving every day, y'all. All right, you guys are the fucking best. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Yanguti, Mari, Fan Chai, Touch My Monkey, Lee Hu. Spike Show, Vandal. Wait. Hey, whoa. Don't forget your stop loss, okay? If you forget your stop loss, you're gonna take a kung fu chop to the face, all right, from Sato himself. All right, Lala Ben, I see you. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow morning. Let's see what we get, y'all. Stay safe. Sato, tell him what's up.